Jenny, may I do it for you?
If you must.
Oh, it's like silk, water, haystack. It's so nice. I could just, oh, so silky.
Did you come here safely?
Nobody saw. Well, do you think this will last, Jenny?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. Gareth, do you think he can be trusted?
I think that Gareth is one of the nicest boys at court.
Yes, well, he is part of Arthur's round table, which is, very good. He's very noble, and I can trust in him. He's really been looked up to me. Very much so.
He is loyal.
Yes, he very much is. Gareth came to me just now and warned us that Agravine and Mordred, they might just come and try and catch us.
Arthur would never do a thing like that.
Oh, well, maybe. Do you trust him?
Unless he was forced to.
Yes, I guess so. That's what I said.
Do you remember the story of Tristan and Isolde?
Well, but I mean, if not, you're a lucky man. They're just very much family, a clan.
Lance, do you think they could have forced the king's hand?
What? No, I mean, how do you mean?
Arthur does have a terrific sense of justice. Well, there was that conversation last week. I thought he could have tried to be warning us. Listen, did you hear something?
No.
Can you go and check?
I'll go and see. No, nobody.
Hold it then. Do you remember Tristan and Isolde?
Of course.
Sir Tristan used to sleep with King Mark's wife. The king murdered him for it.
Tristan was a lot.
I thought he was nice.
That's what he wanted you to think. He was Cornish after all.
Well, I heard that he's the second best knight in the world. It went Sir Lancelot, then Sir Tristan, and then Sir Lamarck.
Well, that's just tittle-tattle.
Why do you think he's a lot?
Well, it's a long story, but before King Arthur, there used to be a really terrible code of chivalry, and you just don't know the genius you married. I mean, there's just a difference between two knights. I mean, take the difference between Tristan and, well, Gareth.
Oh, what's the difference?
Well, in the old days, it was a case of every knight from himself. The old stages, people like Sir Bruce, Sontic, Macbeth were pirates. They knew they were impregnable in armour, and they did as they pleased. It was open manslaughter and bold bawdry. When Arthur came to their own, they were furious. You see, he believed in right and wrong.
He still does.
Fortunately, he had tenacious character as well as this idea of his. It took about 5 years to sit on foot, but it was that people ought to be gentle. I must have been one of the first not to catch the idea of gentleness from him. I was quite young and he made it part of my inside. Everybody's always saying what a perfect gentle knight I am, but it's nothing to do with me. It is Arthur's idea. He has wished on all the younger generation on gods, and now it's fashionable and led to the quest for a grail.
Why is he allowed?
Well, he just was. Arthur said he was a buffoon. He lived in Cornwall. He'd never been educated by Arthur, but he got wit of the fashion. He got some garbled notion into his head that famous knights ought to be gentle, and he was always rushing about trying to live up to the fashion without properly understanding it or feeling it in himself. He was sort of a copycat, and so he was not a bit gentle. He felt his war, he was always bullying poor Palamedes for being near, and treated King Knight most shamefully. The Knots and Cornwall Old Ones have always been hostile towards this idea inside themselves, even if they did not get a hold of a part of it.
Like Agravain.
Well, yes, Agravain's mother was from Cornwall. The reason why Agravain hates me is because I stand for the idea. It's a funny thing, but all three of us that the common people used to call the three best Knots, I mean Lamorak, Tristram and myself, have been hated by the Old Ones. They were delighted when Tristram was murdered because he caught with their idea, and of course it was the Agravain family who actually killed Sir Lamorak by treachery.
I think the reason why Agravain doesn't like you has nothing to do with the idea. I think it's the old story of sour grapes. Do you realize that Sir Tristram was murdered and he beat Sir Agravain at the Joyous God joust, and he killed Sir Lamorak, and Sir Lamorak beat him at the Priory joust? That's the reason, not because of the idea.
I don't remember.
Do you realize that the two people that Sir Agravain didn't like have both ended up dead?
But everybody dies sooner or later.
I do believe that they're coming tonight. Get down while there's still time. No!